sunny Florida.
Focus, boys. Focus. It's about time, fellas.
Get to it, baby.
Just get it done now. Time to hold the match. Do this.
Boys.
The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now they face 2nd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react? Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Going the out route, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before...
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Putting the tight end in motion. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Dolphins football.
Yeah, keep it up! Keep it up!
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling! Take it all the way!
Right up the gut. That's all the left. Room to run. At the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll call
offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll send him over right. Second and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be third and long. Dropping back to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it's going to be their football coming up.
Go, take it to the house.
Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Get together, offense. Keep it together. 19 tight. Keep it rolling, boys. Keep it rolling.
They send a receiver in motion right.
Rolling, boys.
First down throw by Williams. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
We'll be in the game.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Working from the gun, Williams. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. There he is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins take a 13-0 lead. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. That's going to be caught by Everett. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. But they had chances to make up for it.
Here's second and 11. Called in by Rice. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Titans will have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Left side is caught by Rice. Breaks the tackle. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And the Dolphins got it! And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They bring their tight end left. From the 24. Throw left side, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part is the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Man in motion out of the slot. Williams on the play action. Buys time, rolling right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Williams to throw on first. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15. And it'll be first down, Miami.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Man in motion here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Off the play fake, Williams. Hits his running back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday. We're back for the second quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. They send a man in motion. Lone back gets the handoff. And he runs it inside the 10 to the 9. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Completed to his running back. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dolphins take a 20-zip lead. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And the Dolphins got it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. That's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Williams with 3rd long. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Titans will get set to take over.
Take them defense. Make them intimidate it. Let them get there.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Finds his man Rice. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Throwing now off play action. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. There's a give up the middle. And he'll take it ahead down to the 33. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to it. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive run, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Titans facing a deficit near the break. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try with the wideout. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans chop some of the lead off before the half. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans get it back to a 14-point game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Keep doing offense. Throw it. Doesn't matter what the catch the offense.
Williams from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Williams thrown again here on 2nd down. This finds Likely. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's Williams. Catches made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They've got a man in motion. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Connecting on the slant. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Touchdown.
Still sticking with the passing game. Into the hands of Likely. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Cut out left. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down throw by Williams. Carrying the goal line. And in for the Miami touchdown. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21.
Behind me, when it put it through the upright. Take that. Put him on the ball. Got it. Got it. Not let him get past you. Think about returning this football.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Airing it out to start this drive. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover. and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He'll throw it. On the move, headed right. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
This is asleep.
Here we go.
Change bucket.
Give now to the running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Another carry for him. A lot of grass ahead. Past the 35. 20, 15. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, great stomp there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins continue piling on to this lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's going to be caught by Everett. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Shotgun now on third down. Complete out to the right side. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right. right, here we go. Second down. Now looking to throw. Got Everett, and it's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And the Titans will have a first down. They put a receiver in motion right. Back now, pressure on its way. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind, Nick.
Another turnover. This time it's an interception. The rookie from Oklahoma has it. And the Dolphins are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Pistol, Williams. Catch made by Mitchell. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and got it into
the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. It's caught left side by Hill. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on the guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll try and throw it here. Rolling left, buying some time. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
He put everything he had into this one. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Running it after the penalty. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. All right, set now. 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Titans football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the fourth.
Let's go. Go off, defense. Pick up the ball, man. Pick it off.
Second and 6 coming up here. Setting up a throw. He's got it. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. And he's in for the touchdown. The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's make some good plays today.
Here's the handoff. Makes the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Play offense.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Williams on the play action. Headed out right. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sure, in the worst-case scenario, pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And they crush him right near the mark looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Looking for a throw here. Hits his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Titans trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing it again here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
It is Cup left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Kish is made in close. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Receiver in motion, headed right. Still sticking with the passing game. The back's got it. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. It's 2nd and goal. He'll throw it yet again. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that set.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.